Hello, my name is Odessa Esco, and this is Commonly Confused English. Happy Black History Month, first and foremost, and don't forget to subscribe if you already aren't for more videos like this. This video is based off of a request to do a video almost a month ago. I'm so sorry, I've been traveling, but I never forgot. Thank you so much for your question. Today's video is about the word where. Now, I know where sounds pretty basic. Where are you going? Where is this? Where is that? And it's true. That is a pretty basic understanding of the word, and it's correct. But did you know where has two functions in English? The first function is as an adverb, and that's when you use it for, where's my phone? Where is Jamaica going, right? Then we have the use of it as a conjunction. A conjunction is just a word that connects two sentences or two ideas together. I want to go somewhere where the sun is shining, right? So I want to go somewhere, and I also want that place to have shining sun. So two things are happening simultaneously in the sentence. And because they're happening at the same time, we need a word to connect and represent that. And in English, we can use where. For another example of how to use where when you want to talk about things that are happening at the same time, I'm going to give you a sports example. In sports, there are a lot of things that people keep track of during a game of, let's say, basketball. We keep track of the points of each team, but each player has their own player stats. How many baskets did they make? How many assists, passes did they have? How many rebounds? These are called the stats. So if we want to talk about a player's individual score in a game, we use the word where. Do you remember the game against Chicago and Toronto where Michael Jordan scored blank, blank, blank points, right? So right there, the simultaneous actions are the big game happening, right? The two teams playing against each other, and the individual doing their individual actions and getting their individual stats. That's all happening all together. It's one event, but we're breaking down the two things that are happening, the big game and the person's individual stats. I want to watch the game where, right? I want to watch the basketball game where the Chicago Bulls and Toronto Raptors are playing, where Michael Jackson, oh my goodness, happy Black History Month, where Michael Jordan does this and that. So you want to see the game against the specific two teams, and you want to specifically see Michael Jordan doing specific things at the same time. That is the one way we use where when we're using it as a conjunction for simultaneous actions and happenings. We also use it when we're talking about abstract ideas and situations. For example, you might be wanting to talk about a really complicated idea with lots of elements. Let's say you're planning to build a house, and you're explaining what you want to the person that will be helping you build the house. You're telling them, I want this and that, and do it like this and that, and this and that, and it's a long list. The person might understand some things, but they might have questions about others. The places that they have questions are now where places. They can say things like, when you start talking about the renovation to your bathroom, that's where you lose me, right? That's where I get lost. Now, this is where the person can understand, okay, this part of my explanation, I need to explain to them better. This part is confusing to them. If the person just says, oh, I don't get it, that means they don't understand absolutely every part of what the person was explaining. But that's not usually the case. Usually, when we have complicated ideas and discussions, we agree with some things, we understand some things, and we disagree with some things, and we don't understand some things. So in these abstract situations, we use where to let people know specifically the places or ideas we're having trouble understanding or we're agreeing or disagreeing with. An example of that is, I don't know where native English speakers get off to think that their language is more important than somebody else's language. Not me. This is just for an example. I don't know where English speakers get the entitlement to think that their language is better than another's. We're not actually talking about an actual place here. We're talking about the idea that somebody has the right to do something. So in this sentence, you're disagreeing. You're saying, I don't think it's right to think that, English and being a native English speaker is better than another language or being a native of another language. So you're disagreeing and you're questioning this argument, and you use where to do so. In the example that I was given from a specific comment left to me, I'm also going to answer your specific question. You're watching The Good Place. I love that show. Congratulations. The Good Place is a good example of using the English language. There are English language rules within the show, like there's no cursing. So it forces you to think, even native English speakers, to think about language seriously, because they're gonna say something and mean something else, because you can't say certain words in The Good Place, you can't say bad words. So I really recommend that show for your English learning. The question you had was when they're explaining the guy Doug from Canada, how he got a lot of the things about The Good Place correct when he was still living on Earth. He just started talking about what he thought and it happened to be right. So the exact sentence is, and Doug just launched into this long monologue where he got like 92% correct. This is an example of an abstract situation. A monologue is a long speech from one person. So they said that he got 92% correct, 92% of the things that are going on and what people think are happening in The Good Place. He just guessed. Where did he guess them? During his monologue. Now, a monologue is a long speech, like I said. It's not a real physical location or place. It's an abstract idea, right? A concept. So that's why we can use where. Where did he get the questions or the answers correct? He got them right in the abstract monologue. You say you're confused because where isn't coming after a location word. In this abstract situation, the location is Doug's monologue. So that is the place or the location word in this abstract situation, and that's why we use where following. Where did Doug get 92% of what's happening in The Good Place correct? In his monologue. Thank you for this question. Thank you for your comment. If this video helped you, please like, comment, and subscribe for more. Again, happy Black History Month, and I'll see you in another video. Stay cute. Oh, don't forget to click the link in my bio for more examples and more breakdown of this concept. When you read it and you have more examples, it makes more and more sense, I promise you. You can click the link for my link tree if you also want to follow my Instagram or TikTok. It's all in my link tree now, so you can find the Google Docs in my link tree in my bio. Take care. Bye.